It's become a point, it's become a prestige issue. Dow has made this a prestige issue, Mr. Tarlochan Singh. What Meredith says is right. Dow has also made this a prestige issue. Dow wants...
Dow's name is...
Yes, Mr. Tarlochan Singh.
Dow's name is appearing... Dow's name is appearing only in the printed booklet as one of the sponsors, not being exhibited outside the stadium, number one. The British High Commissioner himself came to our President and he also assured that your protests have been received and we are not going to highlight the role of the company there. So that is one thing. But what I am telling you, that International Olympic Committee is also having Dow company as one of the sponsors.
So why am I not sensing tonight that you want to fight it out? I find Meredith there, who's on the ethics committee of the London Olympic Games, who has resigned, but you, who are the vice president of the Indian Olympic Association, don't seem to be interested in fighting it out. Why?
No, after we are fighting, but as you are saying, at this stage, nobody can say that we are withdrawing. After all, athletes, crores and crores of rupees are being spent. Our athletes have already qualified. Maximum number of the shooters.
So you've given it up before. Then why have you written a letter?
So you cannot.
Why have you written a letter?
We cannot jeopardize.
Why have you written a letter?
We cannot dampen the spirit. No letter we have to follow.
Is it a formality you've written?
As a protest. No. That because we want their name to be out permanently.
Satynath has a question. Satynath.
So that later we can say we wrote those protests.
Can I get a word in?
1 minute. Satynath wants to respond to the Vice President of the IOA. Go on, Satynath. Your question directly to Mr. Tarlochan Singh.
No, all I'm saying is that when they've seen that the protest notes are doing nothing, and what is the point in keeping on sending this protest note unless it is just to say after 27th of July, when the Indian team has marched under Dow's wrap with or without the logo, say, oh, we did write those protest notes.
They have snubbed you, Mr. Tarlochan Singh. They have snubbed you. They have not even bothered, I'm sorry to say, to reply to your letter which you wrote 1 month back.
That I agree. The International Olympic Committee has not responded. Otherwise, in other cases, they are in a hurry to take decisions and are issued. But this matter is being followed. Our member of the International Olympic Committee in India,
they have snubbed you.
No, you see,
they have snubbed you. They have taken you on, and you tonight are saying nothing can be done. Suhel.
While I'm a very proud Indian, I also recognize the realities of us being a soft state with no coercive powers whatsoever. We're still fighting with the Norwegians to allow 2 children to be returned to their parents. That's how ineffective we are when it comes to applying global pressure. So here are my solutions. How do we solve this problem going forward? I would be willing, and I'm saying this on your channel, to help whoever, Satynath, his colleagues, to create a globally orchestrated campaign for free, which then shames Dow Chemicals in all its target markets by talking to its vendors, its primary customers, governments, by telling people that these will be gold medals soaked in blood.
Satynath doesn't believe you. Satynath is not buying your argument. He's rejected your argument right here tonight. Satynath, your response. Here is response. Here is response to you.
What you are trying to do is just shift the liability issue. This is at the core of all over the world as it gets more and more chemicalized. This is the core issue. Does the corporation pay for its environmental crimes? Does it pay for the poison it's spreading? Does it pay for the people it's killing? And you ask for some other fund to be set up and essentially you are saying you go away from the polluter pays principle?
Krishnaswamy is coming in to respond. Krishnaswamy is backing up. Krishnaswamy is responding to you, Satynath. Go on.
Listen, my only plea is, please don't use athletes. You get the government to take a stand against the Olympic Committee, International Olympic Committee, against the United States, against Dow Chemicals, which functions out of the US. Stop trading with the United States if you want to. Don't attend all those big, huge conferences which the Indian government ministers and all go for. Stop going to Davos. Say that we won't allow the Americans to run anything out of India. Do all that you want to. But those poor athletes, 30, 40, 50 of them, and an entire generation of sportspersons who follow them, You know, don't use them, for God's sake. You've got 150 other mechanisms, as Suhel said, to shame Dow Chemicals, to shame such organizations. But for why on the earth do you want to use athletes? Athletes, you want to fight against Pakistan, you call the cricketers. You fought against China, you don't want to send people there. Whatever you want to do, it's a sportsman at the end who gets the brunt of it.
It's not political, but Aslam Sher Khan, you know, you're saying that argument come around.
Let me speak for the athletes.
No, you don't let Aslam Sher Khan speak for the athletes.
For the athletes,
let Mr. Aslam Sher Khan speak for the athletes. Okay. Yeah.
You see, Arnab, you know, this whole debate comes because of the Olympic Games. You know, the Dow Chemical is sponsoring Olympics. This news is the world news, and you see, and this used for every forum of world. When the Russian attack on Afghanistan, the America boycott the Olympic Games, and all the Western countries, Europe boycott the game. And something happened, the Russian boycott the Montreal Olympic Games. It's not that we're talking about a strong action against the London Organizing Olympic Committee or the IOC. India is not a banana republic.
The British Olympic Committee went to Moscow despite the entire Western world boycotting it in 1980.
We can put pressure, any level pressure, to put that the Dow Chemical can be take it out from the sponsorship. See, it's not we asking big things. We are not asking that the forces come from Afghanistan. We are asking that the Dow Chemical, who is the killer company for the Bhopal, because they bought the Union Carbide, and they said, after so many years, why you are taking this issue, and we have nothing to do. That definitely they do for Bhopal tragedy, and they are liable to Bhopal. It's a moral issue and it's a dignified issue for the India.
Michael Ferreira, please. Michael Ferreira, where do you see this debate going now?
I feel that everything should be done short of the athletes not going to London. Everything at the government level, at the diplomatic level, whatever. In fact, that subcontract for the RAP should be done away with. It's a question of $7 million.
They won't.
Let the London Olympics forego that. I'm sure they could generate $7 million from any other company.
That's exactly the question.
Not walk under that.
That's exactly the question. They can generate $7 million. This is a $9.3 billion games. They have made it a prestige issue as well. That's the point, Suhel. They are giving it back to you. They are rubbing it in to the Bhopal gas victims. They don't need it, but they are using this opportunity. Dow is using the opportunity to rub it in to the Indian government, to the Indian Olympic Association, and to the victims of Bhopal. I'm sure you see through that.
For so many years, if Dow Chemicals didn't have the sensitivity, the humanity, and the heart to course correct the tragedy that their former or their present acquisition in the past inflicted on the people of Bhopal, do you think they will be shamed just by this? And I completely agree, and I made this initial point. Remember, don't use a borrowed knife to kill your enemy. If you have the courage, then do it with governmental pressure, with international pressure, by shaming them across all media channels, and by making sure that this becomes a global debate.
I just find it a little...
Responsible companies...
When the America boycotted the 1980 Moscow Olympics as a result of the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, America was unambiguous, unashamed and unabashed about its boycott. At that point, it took a position. It also had sports, and it believed in it. Question is, what do we believe?
America.
Yes?
It's the same America which took part in the Beijing Olympics while decrying the human rights track record of the Chinese government. So America's duplicity is well established across the world.
Well, now we want to see whether the centre takes a position on the issue. As of now, tonight, they've been dodging our Times Now cameras. Our Times Now cameras are going to follow them, pursue them, try and get some kind of an answer. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on that debate tonight.